need a napkin. I need a napkin. Hello, hello. I see one like. Is that you? Huh. Okay. I can't see the chat right now. I'm setting up a poll, so 1 second. I'm so fancy. You already know. All right. Start poll. Hello. We got Bentley, Runnels, and Hey Hey. Sorry I wasn't on last live. You're good. All good. All good. Yeah, go check out the new video. That's the poll for this live. And check this out. I got, what did I get? Where is it? New tripod, because I broke my other one in the snow the other day. So we're gonna set this one up so I can sit on the couch and live stream while I do other stuff on my computer. Thank you. Welcome, welcome everybody. I'm so fancy. You already know. I just wanted to come and chill with other people and see how it's going. Honestly, didn't have much planned for this live stream, just wanted to hang out. Not building anything that I can think of, or like not doing a Lego set or anything. Just wanted to hang out with my peoples and yeah, maybe meet some new people. So yeah, like and subscribe everyone. Exactly. Thank you. Yes, yes. Okay, let's get this tripod set up. How's everyone's Sunday? What did you guys do today? I honestly cleaned up, worked on videos. That was about it. I'm good. How are you, Bentley? Let's see, does this fit? Nope, it does not. Okay. Big phone going in tripod. Whoopsie. Just one in chess. Nice. On like chess.com or something? I'm sorry, I don't know what this tripod is doing here. Nice. What did you win? You said you won in chess. What did you win? What did you do? Was it on like chess.com or something? Okay, I already hate this tripod. This thing is aggravating me. I just won against my grandma. Nice. How the hell do you shift this thing? Okay, this is way too complicated here. I got 2 tripods, so I might be switching to the other one because this was a little too complicated. 22 people in here. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Check out the new video. The link is in the description. Yeah, honestly, I'm just chilling and wanted to chill with you guys. And I got my laptop open and I was editing videos, but now we're just now we're just hanging. Anyone see any good shows or videos or anything recently? What? My wife's looking at me like you're like, I don't know. How is she looking at me? No Taco Bell tonight. Nope. Sorry.
They really like the Taco Bell.
They really like the Taco Bell thing. That was pretty funny.
That was really funny.
Yeah.
Maybe Luna wants to say hi to the fans.
Yeah, maybe. We should do a thing. Actually, I kind of like the idea that Haley and Evan did of like putting a dare on a whiteboard.
Yeah.
And like keeping it in the background. I wonder if we have like a window marker or something I can use.
Mm-hmm.
And I can put it on the window here.
Yeah, I don't know.
I could do like, what should I do?
I don't know. I don't think we have window markers though.
No, but like what dare should I do? Come up with a dare, guys. And then come up with a like count for the dare. Try to pronounce what? Tyhisayan Viswapapul Binix Derwaguirgvin. I feel like he just typed a bunch of gibberish just to get me to say it. I'm so fancy. You already know. So for the people that already watched the video, what'd you guys think? Put a ton of work into it. Put a ton of work into the table itself, and then a ton of work into editing the video. So what'd you guys think? Hey, come here, Luna. Come here, baby. Come here. Nope, no. Okay, I'm not gonna hurt you. What are you doing? I'm building tonight too. Nice. Yeah, I'm actually probably not gonna build anything. Maybe later. I doubt it though. I'm pretty tired, but yeah. But that's cool. What are you building, Dizzy? Make sure you like and if you aren't already, subscribe. It'll make Luna very happy, won't it? Yes, it will. Yes, you will. You just love the cuddles. Ow. She started scratching me. Here. I'll scratch you if you just let me. Here. There you go. Do you watch the NFL? If so, what's your favorite team? The Ravens. And I freaking hate the Patriots. So, yeah, I'm really annoyed that they made the Super Bowl again. It's like Brady's gone for 4 years, 5 years, and they're already back in the Super Bowl. It's ridiculous. Oh my God, Dizzy. Ugh. Dizzy's a Patriots fan. F the Patriots.
Oh God.
I hate the Patriots.
Well, don't hate too much. You don't want to lose your.
No, I don't. Whatever. F the Patriots. I hate them.
That's not very nice.
Every year, the Ravens lost to them in the freaking playoffs because of Tom Brady and Bill Belichick, even though Bill Belichick is a third-rate coach now, coaching for UNC or whatever. I got a dislike for that. Do what you gotta do. That's what Patriots fans do.
Oh my God.
You didn't lose to us in the playoffs this year. No, we didn't. We just imploded on ourselves this year. But
Yeah,
during
lost
the
the stupid Steelers.
yeah, but during the Brady era, oh my God, it was the most frustrating thing. Patriots making it every single damn year. Every year. When it says on there that it's in the description, the link, can you guys actually click that? Because I don't see the description on my end. So, I don't know. Yeah, keep on turning it up. Chandelier swinging, we don't give up. It's on him deluxe. Passing expensive, you don't get to touch on him. Afsen Nafrin says hello. Hi. How's it going? Are you new here? I forget. Gotta click around a lot, but can get there. Okay. Gotcha. Okay, welcome. Welcome. I do a lot of woodwork projects. I do a lot of 3D printing and Lego and all kinds of stuff like that. So, yeah, I mean, make sure to check out some of the videos and like the feed, like the live stream, subscribe. You know what? I'm gonna put the subscriber count above my head. Here we go. And let's see if we get some new subscribers here. We're gonna put this up here like that. Ah, very DIY here, as you can tell. You're already subscribed. Hey, there we go, 1,200. Thank you, Bentley. You are awesome. You guys are awesome. I love all of my subscribers, and I've really made some. I mean, I haven't met anyone in person on here, but I've met a lot of great people on here, and you're one of them, Bentley. So, also shout out to like I'm Dirty Dan and Brick and Bones and a bunch of other people. Magma. I'm sure I'm missing people. Brit and Bricks. Yeah. Hey. Quite a few others. So, Afsan Frin, you said you're a Muslim girl? That's cool. Where are you from? Aggie, of course. Of course, Aggie. Mark, did you watch the new video yet? You got to vote. Luna, come here. Come here. Come on. What's the video? It's me building the puzzle table. Yeah. Come here, baby. Yeah, come here. I want to pet you. Come here. Good girl. Yeah. You're your baby. You're your baby. Yeah, I know. I'm surprised Legendary or Legend isn't here. True. Gotta check it out. Feel like I watched you building it live a while ago. Yeah, I just got around to editing it. It was a lot of video editing. I mean, I worked on that for probably total of 5 hours or something crazy. Because there was just so much video and time lapse and different things. So I also put a short out to advertise it, but I had to re-release it because the audio was not great, and then yeah, so I had to re-release it. But yeah, so now the second one's not performing as well, but that's okay. Want to hear so drama? Sure, Maddox. What's up? Maddox knows Aggie. Oh, drama. Sure, I'd love to hear some drama. What's up? Ay, ay, ay. Hi, Luna. Yeah. Hi. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Look at this. She's all snuggled up. I'll be back in like 2 minutes' time. Time me if you can. Okay. What kind of dog is that? This is a mini golden doodle. And her name is Luna. And she's very, very cute.
She's 1.
No, she's 2.
Oh no, she's 2. Yeah.
She's 2 now. Yo, how you doing? Can't stay on, but wanted to say hi at least. Thanks. Thanks for being here. Logan, I forgot to mention Logan. He's a regular too. Never heard of that. Where did you get? We got her from Amish country, actually. Bunch of Amish people
She's
raising
half
a bunch of
golden
dogs.
retriever, half.
No, she's like a quarter poodle.
Oh, sorry. No, she's 3/4.
3/4 poodle.
3/4 poodle, 1/4 golden retriever.
Right. And somewhere in there, there's a mini mix. So I get added to a group chat. I talk, and someone thinks I'm disrespectful to this one person when I'm clearly not, and I get kicked out and added, then kicked out just to get humiliated. Like, what? That's a hell of a story. That kind of stuff happens to me all the time. Jinxes. That's another regular. How's it going? Bricks and Bones. Hey, Mr. Steven. Sorry I haven't been in a few nights. Been hanging out with my friend and doing some photography, filming, and video editing stuff. Hope things going well. Yeah, no, everything's going great. Glad you're here. All good. Yeah, I mean, we all got stuff going on. So, yeah. Say hi to Luna. Luna's here. Bricks and Bones, VRV. Okay. Sounds good. We got 14 people on here. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you like and subscribe. Yeah. We got another new subscriber. There we go. That tally mark just went up again. Jinxie said, hi, Luna. Yeah, you want to say hi? Here, give a little wave. There you go. Hello. Yeah. Actually, Bentley, we have 3 more. I was at 1099 before the feed. Ready to hit 1,300 subscribers tonight. If we hit 1,300 subscribers, what dare should I do?
Oh my god.
What dare should I do if I hit 1,300 subscribers? Any ideas, people? Oh, someone just unsubscribed. That's not very nice.
Yeah, that's mean.
Yeah. Dizzy's thinking. I sub, thank you for reading it. I have tried many other people and I got ignored. Oh, yeah, no, I try and read every single message, honestly. I don't ignore messages on the live feeds. Even if I'm doing something else, like building Legos or something, but something with the dog. What do we do that's a dare with the dog? Like eat her dog food or something?
No.
What's wrong with that?
Ew.
I'll eat dog food.
Eat one of her treats.
Eat one of her treats. I'll eat a dog treat if we get to 1,300 subscribers. If we get to 1,300 subscribers in this feed, I will eat a dog treat. So make sure you invite people. Make sure you subscribe on all your whatevers. Get all your friends to subscribe and get everyone in here. You eat an entire dog bowl. She eats Uncrustable Union. Nah, I'm gonna do the one with the treat. If I get 1,300 subscribers in this feed, I will eat a dog treat. Live on camera for you. I wish I had something to write that down. So we had like a sign in the background or something. But yeah, 12:02. We need 98 more. Hey, I mean, I've gotten over 40 new subscribers in one feed. It is not impossible. Put it on the laptop. Yeah, I could. Go grab paper and tape on the window. Anyone Uncrustable here? Like and subscribe, everybody. Really good engagement. Put it in reverse on laptop so it's not flipped for us. Okay. Yes, I love Uncrustables. Mark, I love Uncrustables. Who doesn't love Uncrustables? All right, I will be right back. I'm going to grab a pencil and paper and write it down and tape it to the window because I want to leave the subscriber count up as well. So actually, I'll bring you with me. Here, you're on a tripod, but I'll bring you guys. Do we have paper here? I'll put it in like pink highlighter. Feel like I had a window marker. House tour? No, that's okay. Remember my barking cat, screaming dog, my meow. Uncrustables. Uncrustables are peak. Yes, absolutely. Where would a piece of paper be? If you were a piece of paper, where would you be? Ugh, do I really have to climb 2 flights of stairs to get a piece of paper? All right. Aggie, report for duty. Yeah, really. Where's Aggie when you need Aggie? I kind of want to hit the 1,300 subs. I want to see. I'm kind of curious what her bacon dog treat flavors taste like. Not gonna lie. Not the worst there. Ah. All right, we need a piece of paper. We can lose the threshold if you're so interested. Ah, that's okay. Alexa, turn on the guitar. Yeah, this was another project of mine. My dad and I built this guitar lamp a while ago. The dog treats are not kosher. No, they are not. All right, we got paper. Now we need tape. I'm thinking tape is in the drawer downstairs anyway. I do not play guitar. Excuse me. I do not play guitar. I tried to learn, but I sucked at it, and I stopped after a little while because it was a lot of work, and I don't know. Wasn't enough reward for me to keep going, I guess. Where's tape? I know we have tape up here. There's scissors. Building tonight? No, probably not. Honestly. I'm pretty tired. Just wanted to come on and say hey, because I haven't done a live stream in a couple days. So. Hot diggity dog, you are now a frog. Okay. Alexa, turn off the guitar. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. It's a brand new day, time to celebrate. So long for now from Mickey Mouse at the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Be right back. Sounds good. Okay. Got a paper, got a highlighter. Now we need a piece of tape. We got another like here. If I make it to 1,300 subscribers, I'm gonna eat a dog treat. So make sure you sub. And yeah, I mean, I have a lot of great content anyway, so you might as well sub. Always coming out with new stuff. All right. Well, eat. Are you on TikTok? Technically, yes. But not if, but when. Yeah, I mean, it has to be in this stream, though. I want to hit 1,300 in this stream for me to eat a dog treat. So, which is not impossible at all. I got 42 new subscribers in one of my other feeds. The one where I did the egg, actually. I got 42 new subscribers. So, But yes, I am Dizzy. I am on TikTok technically, but I don't really use it ever. I tried posting a couple things and just I don't know. I like YouTube. I don't want to like pay some Chinese spy or whatever to, I don't know. I'm just not into TikTok really. Will eat dog treat live at 1,300 subs. Including me, the egg is on when I subbed. All right. We're gonna have the subscriber count here. And then Brenda's looking at me like you are a nutcase. Here we go. We'll eat dog treat if we hit 1,300 subscribers. On this stream. What do you think of that, Brenda?
Sure.
You like it? You're gonna kiss me after?
No.
The things we do for subscribers. This is my other account. Thank you. Just make a bunch of accounts now. Is the sign backwards for you guys? I don't think it should be. It is backwards. Okay, so how do I unbackwards it? I don't understand. How do I reverse it? Video flips it. That's so stupid. You know what, actually? I could point... Well, no, my laptop is up there. Cameras just do that unless you have a camera that inverts. Wait, how about... Here. How about now? Is it still backwards? Let me know if it's still backwards. That's good. Okay, so I just flipped the camera to the other side, so I'll like grab my iPad. I'll grab my iPad and I'll read off the comments from that. Read the chat from that. So, all right. This is gonna get interesting here because now I can't see the chat. So you guys could be saying all kinds of things about me, like he's an idiot, or he's gonna eat a dog treat, or he's an idiot because he's gonna eat a dog treat. And I won't even know because I can't see. But I'm gonna grab my iPad and we're gonna point the camera at me and we're gonna watch the stream from the iPad. Let's see. Does that look right good? That looks good?
Y'all. Scoot a little bit this way.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna turn the iPad on. The iPad's dead anyway, so. Okay. We're still at 12:03. We need more. We need more. More subscribers. What else can I build right now? I mean, I could do a build. Should I do a build?
Mm-hmm.
Would you care?
Mm-mm.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, maybe I can build something. Work on something. If you guys are chatting at me right now, I cannot see it yet. So give me uno momento here. One second. We got a lot of tech here. We got the laptop, we got the phone, we got projector, the stands, whatever they're called. Let me switch to my other account. Blah blah blah. And then mute this. Way better camera quality too. Nice. Always do this. Okay. Yeah, backwards. iPhone can do it in camera app. Got a mic. Audio slightly worse, but camera is way better. Do you pull with yes or no, Django? We would never do that. All right. Let me see. How's that look? I got 2 tickets to paradise. Won't you pack your bags? We'll leave tonight. I got 2 tickets to paradise. Pack your bags. We'll leave tonight. I got 2 tickets to paradise. We're gonna bring this forward a bit more until it looks good on thingy-majiggy. Mark, the volume is probably worse because it's actually further away. Alice Slay says hi. Hello. Welcome, welcome. I will eat a dog treat at 1,300 likes if we hit it on this stream. Or 1,300 subscribers. So, 97 more. How's the sign look, guys? And girls. If there's girls in here. Pack your bags, we'll leave tonight. I got 2 tickets to paradise. Good. Good, good, good. Alright. What can I build while we're doing this? The stream already has 12 likes. That's good. Thank you, thank you. Up 13. What can we do in the meantime? Luna is currently licking Brenda's foot to death. For me, it says 13 likes. Yeah, mine just hit 13 as well. Oh, 14. There we go. Oh yeah, it looks so fat here. Bring this closer. We'll get right next to the sign here. Alright. Nice. Cool. Cool, cool. The Grammys are on.
I told you that earlier.
Yeah, I know you did. Camera higher, less fat. True. Oh, we went back down to 13 likes. I know I'm not really doing anything on the stream. I'm trying to think of something I can do as some entertainment here. Maybe play a video game or something. I guess tower defense is kind of building. Play balloons.
You can turn the camera and watch Luna lick my foot.
You can turn the camera to watch Luna lick your foot.
It's very exciting.
It is very exciting. Very exciting indeed. Alright, here's Balloons Tower Defense. Alright, can we see it? There it is. Now I can't see the chat. Crap. I don't think we're hitting 1,300 anyway. Tic-tac-toe with chat? Okay, I'll do that. Alright. Let me get a tic-tac-toe app. Or you know what? We can play tic-tac-toe on the computer. Alright. So I'll go first. I'm X. Okay, Hangman's better. Hangman is better. Because, like, this is just a two-person game. Hangman, you can kind of all guess, and you guys can come to an agreement on something. Or actually, no. I got a perfect idea, Mark. I got a perfect idea. That politics test or whatever. The quadrants or whatever. Charades. I don't know. Where do you stand? The political compass. Should I do that? What do you guys think? Political compass or Hangman? What do you think? And where's the sub counter? There it is. Keep the sub counter over here. I need a better setup for this. I've got 2 tickets to paradise. Pack your bags, we'll leave tonight. So what do you guys think? We're gonna put a vote. Hangman, Hangman, politics, quiz, or charades. Let me know what you guys think. I know Dizzy wants charades. I know Mark wants the political test. So let me know what everyone else wants. Political quiz seems fine. Okay, then we got 2 votes for political quiz as far as I'm concerned. Let's do it. All right. So, now try the test. This is something new for blah, blah, blah. English. Put this over here. Put this over here. This would be a lot easier if I was just sharing the screen with the feed, which I can do, but it's difficult. I have to like switch up the chat and whatever. Slurp Goop. What's up, Slurp Goop? Sent you the good one? This isn't the good one, Mark? 10 groups. No, I just want the quadrants. I'm gonna get dizzy here. I watched the first episode of South Park where the aliens put something in Eric's butt. Nice. I'm gonna get dizzy with this. Okay. Let me think of a better way to do this. I've done the 10th pups pretty good, actually. Okay. We'll do this one. I'm just thinking, like, I can't do it, like, backwards. Eric or Georgia. And then the sign here. Like, this would all be so much easier if I could just share my screen with all of this on it. Like, I could have the chat there. I could have the sign there digitally so it's easier to read. Have this here. All that stuff. The problem is you get a lot more viewers when you do a vertical stream, like on a phone. So I would have to figure out how to do the vertical stream from the computer. No, I know how to, Mark, I know how to stream from like OBS or from Streamlabs or whatever. The problem is you do a live stream like that and it doesn't show up on people's shorts feeds. It shows up as like a large long form video. And you get a lot more people when you go through the shorts stream. So it's harder to do that. Can you screen share your phone? Oh, there's Brenda. Sorry. There we go. Let me see. I can do a clip. Green screen. Nope, that's not it. Nope, we don't want that. Okay. It does not look like I can share my screen on this. I mean, I have a thing that can do OBS on vertical, but it, like, takes a little bit to set up. Need green screen with the quiz in the back. That's funny. Because I can't do all of that at the same time. Just read the questions out loud. Okay, that's fine. I am good with that. I see gamers all the time streaming like that. So currently away certainly away somehow. Yeah, no, they stream, but it's not with like the vertical camera, probably. And you can do vertical with OBS, but it's just not as easy. So. All right, I'm gonna turn this back around. Oh wait, I didn't flip the camera. My bad. This is so janky. Vertical with gaming, so somehow they do it. Of course, can figure it out later, not tonight. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I know I've done it before. I just gotta figure out the best way to do that. Okay. So we're gonna take the sign off the laptop. And then just put it here, I guess. Sure. We're probably not gonna hit it anyway. Hate to be a Debbie Downer, but. And now we don't have the sub count. So, oh well. Click here to start. You'll be presented with a series of statements. Oops. Okay. That better? We got Isaac. We got Mark. We got, I think Slurp Goop is still here. We got Dizzy. He'll eat a dog treat if he gets 1,300 subs. Yeah, but now we don't have the sub counter up there. Unless I get like another laptop to put up there. Or no, you know what? I'm an idiot. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. We're going to put the laptop up there with the subscriber count, and then I'm going to do the quiz on the iPad. Why am I so stupid? Why didn't I do that before? Okay. Sorry, everybody. I know I'm switching things up here a little, but yeah. Hey, we got another sub, so there we go. Don't allow, don't change, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This pillow can go over here. 1,204 subscribers. Subscribe sign is there. We got this needs to turn a bit more. Yeah, I know it's on YouTube. It's just easier for people to see if it's all in one feed. All right. So, let me open Chrome. Split the view with YouTube so I can have the chat open as well. Pretty smart there. This guy's stupid. Sign is blocked now by chat. Of course it is. What else could go wrong? How about now? That should be good. No, Luna. Sub count now blocked by poll. Ah! Put it right in the middle. Right there. You're good, Dizzy. You're good. This is helpful. Is that good? That should be like right smack in the middle. And if not, I can move the poll. Good. All right. We're going to just not move an inch. All right. We need 96 more. So grab your friends. We're going to do this political quiz. Just can't see your beautiful face. Here I am. All right. Start, proceed with shorter version, proceed to shorter version, proceed to detailed version, proceed to detailed version, unshuffled. What does shuffled and unshuffled mean? Like the questions? I guess, or... Proceed to. I'll do detailed version unshuffled. Or no, shuffle. We'll do shuffled. Shuffled. Okay. 153 freaking questions? Oh my god. Even though equal opportunities can lead to equal outcomes, society should still focus on equal opportunities and not equal outcomes. Even though equal opportunities can lead to equal outcomes, society should still strongly focus on equal opportunities and not equal outcomes. I agree with that for the most part. Adopting radical ideas isn't possible unless compromises are made. Adopting radical ideas isn't possible unless compromises are made? That is like counterintuitive, isn't it? Radical ideas isn't possible unless compromises are made. And compromises is spelled wrong, by the way. That doesn't make any sense. Adopting radical ideas isn't possible unless compromises are made.
What is it, a riddle?
That doesn't make any sense. Right, Brenda?
I don't know, what are you talking about?
How would you, I'm taking a political quiz. It says adopting radical ideas isn't possible unless compromises are made. But compromises being made means that radical ideas are not being put into place because you're compromising with the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So no, that I disagree with that. That just doesn't make any sense. My political values should be spread as much as possible. Sure. All authority should be questioned. Pretty much. All countries should solve its internal issues before focusing on external issues. Somewhat. I somewhat agree. I mean, especially with the U.S., there's always going to be internal issues. And we are the superpower on Earth, and we need to act that way. Also, I'm not seeing any updates in the chat. Did anyone message anything? Mark, can you just send a message real quick so I can see? Because, like, I'm not sure if it's updating on my iPad. Yo, okay. Alright, we're good. Alright, all countries should solve internal issues before focusing on external issues. I partially agree with that. Getting past physical limitations through technology would be beneficial to mankind. Agree. Democracy increases the risk of instability and corruption. Partially agree. Victimless crimes should not be considered crimes. Oh, I saw we went up a subscriber and then back down. What happened there? Victimless crimes should not be considered crimes. Oh, there we go. It doesn't really matter if it's called a crime or not. Victimless crimes should not be considered crime. Well, what would you consider a victimless crime? Because then, like, let's say drinking alcohol is a victimless crime, but then you could make the case that you yourself are the victim if you're not at a good enough age to do it. So, Speeding, DUI without killing. Those are good examples. Yeah, then I guess I partially agree with that then, yeah. Aggie got a DUI. Oh damn, we've gone up a few subscribers already. Are they real or are you guys making fake accounts? Because we only have 5 people in here right now. So maybe new people joining the stream are subscribing. Who knows? Okay, reforms should happen gradually and slowly. I mostly agree with that, I think. Um, yeah, I'm actually going to put an agree with that. Communism is an ideology that would never work in practice. Strongly agree. Different countries. What the hell? We went down again. Maybe they're just watching other videos and subscribing. Could be. But we went down one, so whoever just unsubscribed, resubscribe. There you go. Good job. Alright. Uh, different countries and cultures have different preferences for the type of government. Yeah, I agree with that actually. I don't think all countries and cultures are made for democracy. I think certain cultures want to have like a warlord kind of figure or like a strongman kind of figure. So, or like a king or something. So I actually think I agree with that. Paying workers with food is preferable than paying with money. No. A system of equal outcomes should be established. Fuck no. Strongly disagree. A global organization that is generally beneficial should hold a substantial amount of power. No. Because what does generally beneficial mean? That is a very subjective term. And just the very nature of that being a subjective term makes that. Yeah, the very nature of that being a subjective term is kind of the scary part. So I'm going to say disagree on that one. My political views are very different from the current status quo. I don't know. I'm going to say neutral on that one because I don't know what they mean by the status quo. I support capital punishment. Disagree. Actually, I don't believe in the death penalty. Genetic modification of food can avoid effects from droughts and floods. What the hell does that have to do with politics? Genetic modification of food can avoid effects from droughts and floods. I have no idea. I'm going to say unsure. Compromises should be made in order to suit the needs of most people. Yeah, I would agree with that. Tradition is vital for society, absolutely. Yep. People are overly worrying about physical human modifications nowadays. RFK does not like that. I didn't really understand the question, to be honest. Like, food modification affecting droughts? Like, how does food modification affect the rain? I don't know. That just doesn't. I didn't even understand what that was asking. Back, Mr. Steven. Just saw your new video and it was pretty cool. Love the desk. Could I see it on the live after you're done with whatever you're doing? Yeah, sure. I can go upstairs and show it to you. Alright. People are overly worried. I already read this, but I need to read it again. People are overly worrying about physical human modifications nowadays. Physical human modifications. I'm not even sure what this means. It's not like a political question. Like, am I worried about someone, like, having 9 fingers? Or, like, what is he even asking? Unsure. This is a really bad quiz. I don't like this in terms of politics. The other one makes so much more sense. Any action that does not, maybe trans. Oh, yeah, maybe that's what they're going for. I didn't think of that. Even still, I don't know. It's just a really weird way of phrasing that question. Any action that does not impose aggression on any person should not be considered a criminal offense. No, because you can harm people without aggression easily. Economic inequality is still a very serious problem. I don't think economic inequality is a problem at all, really. Why do I care if someone else has a ton of money? Can I have the mod Tommy Farrar Z9P? I don't really, I don't really make people mods because I don't really moderate myself. I just people say whatever they want. So, let me read the thing again. But hi Tommy. Make sure if you're not already subscribed. I think you are. I've seen you before. Economic inequality is still a very serious problem. Yeah, like I said, I don't think economic inequality is a problem at all. I think rich people explain economic inequality in depth more. Um, so let me put it this way: uh, Bill Gates has a ton of money. Why does he have a ton of money? Because he made a lot of voluntary transactions with people that were mutually beneficial. Bill Gates got more money, and the people got products and services that they wanted. So no one was hurt. Like, he's rich because of mutually beneficial transactions between people, and there's no reason that he shouldn't be rich. Um, I just don't believe in, and also him being rich is a signifier that he did enrich a lot of people's lives, and that the richest person in 1970 had a worse life than a poor person now. A person in 1970 didn't have the internet. A person in 1970 didn't have a phone and a cell phone like we do. A person in 1970 may not have had a microwave or air conditioning. All these things are because of capitalism, and somebody got rich because they invented something and they wanted to invent it because of the profit margin, not out of the goodness of their hearts. They wanted to enrich themselves. And the only way to enrich yourself is by helping other people under capitalism. Capitalism is forced altruism in a way. That the only way you eat is by doing something for someone else. So, no. Economic inequality. Yeah, Jeff Bezos, same thing. He built Amazon. I mean, how often do you use Amazon? How has Amazon enriched your life? All the things Amazon does and all the reasons you use it for. I mean, he kind of screws over his workers, but they don't have to work there. He created a bunch of jobs. They can go work somewhere else. I mean, if he's paying the checks, he gets to decide what to do. I mean, to a certain extent, obviously, there's human rights and things like that. But, yeah, no, I don't think you being in. I mean, like working conditions is a whole different topic. But in terms of just plain economics, then I just don't think that somebody getting rich is a problem because they usually earned it for a reason. And they usually help somebody, just as a general principle. Yeah, that's true. What about pharma billionaires getting rich exploiting others' health deficiencies? Well, I mean, not really, honestly. If you need health care, you need health insurance to cover your bills. I mean, they might charge higher premiums, and I mean, I guess that is kind of a sleazy business, but at the same time, I'd have to think about that one more. Insurance is a tricky situation because your insurance is basically gambling. You're gambling on whether you think you're going to be healthy or not, which is why pre-existing conditions is such a big deal because pre-existing conditions for it, like, health insurance is no longer health insurance, it's health care. Insurance implies that you're gambling against yourself. You're saying, okay, I'm going to get life insurance because I think there's a chance I might die in the next 50 years, God forbid. So we don't really have a health insurance system, we have a health care system with this pre-existing condition stuff. If you, God forbid, are in a bad situation and the insurance company denies you insurance, that's because you like there's no real reason for them to make that bet, which is horrible, but like that's why healthcare is a tricky situation. You can The general rule is you can have affordable, widespread. There's three things that in healthcare you can have. In every system, basically, you can have. It gives you two of them. But yeah, I don't want to dive too deep into this. But yeah, economic inequality is still a very serious problem. I mostly disagree with that. Many problems in society are often solved quickly and easily by a large government. Ha! No! Political leaders should change the system as little as possible during their term. Agree. An autocracy is more beneficial than any democratic system. Autocracy is more beneficial than any democratic system. Again, it depends on what you mean by more beneficial. I mean, autocracy is good if you want quick and affirmative decisions, but democracy is better if you want input from all people. So it depends what you mean by more beneficial. I would be a good lawyer, I think. I don't know. Brenda always tells me that. An autocracy is more beneficial than a democratic system. Babe, what are you watching?
What?
What are you watching?
An old Ellen DeGeneres video.
Can you close the door?
Yeah.
Or put headphones in?
Sorry.
You're good. An autocracy is more beneficial than any democratic system. Comprehension of fifth grader. F you, Isaac. No, my reading comprehension is shit, though. I mean, that's why I listen to podcasts, because I can't, especially if I'm reading out loud, honestly, like, I can't, yeah. Like, I'm reading this now for the fifth time. Autocracy is more beneficial than a democratic system. I'll be, like, partially disagree, because I think it's important people have a say. My ideology is sometimes considered extreme. That's probably true. Capitalism is the most practical and realistic economic system yet. Yes. Two great quotes come to mind with that. I think it was JFK that said, capitalism isn't perfect, but we've never had to build a wall to keep our people in. And then, yeah, no reading that's the only reason I haven't gone to law school, actually, Mark, is that, yeah, my reading comprehension is shit. So, I mean, if I could, like, do, like, a Speechify or something and just take a picture of everything and have it read it to me, then I could be a good lawyer, I think. Yeah. Okay, so we had that JFK quote. I had another quote in my head, but I forgot it. Yeah. Cultures should learn from each other to make progress quicker and easier. Yeah, I mean, I guess. Partially agree. I wish there was something in between agree and partially agree, because I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, I'll do partially agree. Violence is not acceptable when protesting a government. Again, it like depends. If you're really under a tyrannical rule, then violence is justified. If you're not, then if you live in a civilized society, then it's not. So I'll say partially agree. Jingle Jungly, what is up? Angelmo, mind your language. How many times did you drop the soap in prison, sir? Number one, never been to prison. Number two, I don't use bar soap, so not an issue. You can say a lot of things about me, but you can't say I'm not a smartass. Modernity and social progress. Okay. Modernity and social progress has led to a decrease of happiness. Nice retaliation, Stephen. Thank you. Yeah. Modernity and social progress has led to a decrease of happiness and often lacks meaning. I actually agree with that. The sacrifice of some civil liberties is necessary to protect us from active terrorism. I always lean on the side of no for that. Um, but I think it depends on what you consider a civil liberty. Like getting on an airplane without taking off your shoes, is that a civil liberty? Um, I'm gonna say disagree. I was leaning towards partly disagree, but the more I think about it, like no, civil liberties are important. We just need to be smart about it. Changing the status quo using violent methods is mostly unhelpful. See, again, it's like it depends on the circumstance. The harder you work, the more you will progress up the social ladder. I partially agree with that. I think it's luck as well. There's definitely luck involved with success. We should be more optimistic. Eggy has an egg bomb in his shoes. We should be more optimistic towards a variety of different ideas. Um, Partially agree. If artificial intelligence can rule better than humans, then they should rule. No. You know what? I'm gonna say not strongly disagree, but disagree because AI would be good for like handling like shifting through data and stuff like that, like stuff that doesn't have morality or emotion. If you just want strict facts and numbers, like sure. But if you want to add morality to public policy, like AI, no. Like if you put AI in charge, they'll be like kill all the humans because they're bad for the planet. Like no. Whether or not the state is democratic, it is still oppressive. Yeah, I agree with that. The state is oppressive. It can be. So I'm between agree and partially agree again. Whether or not the state is democratic, it is still oppressive. It is still oppressive, or it can still be oppressive. Can still be oppressive, then you have an agree from me, or strongly agree. Is still oppressive, is. I'll say agree, sure, why not? Any well functioning society requires a hierarchy. Partially agree. It's important that we put aside our differences and cooperate as a single community. I mean, sure. We can all fart rainbows and hug unicorns and stuff, sure. Anarcho capitalism, where everything is provided by private markets and contracts. E.g., all roads are owned by companies and all toll, blah, blah. Nah, I think that's a little too far. I think that certain things are good to have a centralized body, um, because that's kind of all the government is a forced organization upon you. Like taxation is theft. Like they're taking your money in order to do something else with it. But at the same time, like certain basic services like that are beneficial to society. So it's like in an idealistic sense, would it be better to have everything be privatized? Sure, but I think the benefit of leaving certain infrastructure type things and collective defense things to a government is beneficial, which is kind of what the government was supposed to be in the beginning anyway. Like handle interstate commerce. Federal government was supposed to handle interstate commerce, handle like treaties and dealing with other countries, defense and war and stuff like that. And that was kind of it. That's like all the government was really intended to be doing from the beginning. But anyway, it's important that we put aside our differences and cooperate as a why capitalism will find the best infrastructure. You pay for what you get, no waste. I mean, I mean, yeah, it could work, but then it's like someone would need to, in order to do like the interstate highway system, for example, like someone would need to own all of that land. Some private entity would need to own all of that land, and it's just not. I mean, I guess it's feasible, but at the same time, like then they would charge for you to use it, which the government kind of already does anyway with tolls. So it would be similar. I don't know. We're getting too deep into that, but it's important that we put. I keep coming back to this question. It's important that we put aside our differences and cooperate as a single community. I'm gonna say agree for the most part. Yeah. Taxing citizens using involuntary methods can be considered an act of theft or aggression. Agree. Roads and transportation should be publicly owned. How about that, Isaac? If you just shut up and let the quiz go, Isaac. Public roads and transportation should be publicly owned. I'm going to partially agree. Because I do see a world in which you could have privatized roads. I mean, we already do. There's some roads that are private. Or they're like run by an HOA or something like that. They're privately owned by the HOA. And they work fine. The HOA handles it. You pay your HOA dues. It's the same thing. It's just not government. But then you have to pay there in order to live there. It kind of is another level of government, actually. HOA is communist bullshit, but roads and transportation should be publicly owned. Yeah, partially agree. Religion is mostly fictional. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's cool, actually. Interesting fact. Detroit in Canada. Religion is, but they're opening a new one that's public. Yeah, see, there you go. I mean, the government basically acts as a company that does infrastructure for the greater good, but the difference is that they usually blow a lot of money that they don't need to, and then they write the regulations about all these things, and it just, whatever. So, mostly fictional, yet true. No, it's not. It depends on what you mean by religion. If you mean the stories in there, I think some of those are either fictional or like old wise tales, stuff like that. But God's existence is not. There has to be a God. Because science can answer the how, the where, the who, the what, but it doesn't answer the why. And you need some sort of higher purpose and greater understanding of things. Like, yeah, if there's no God, then there's no point to life. So religion is mostly fictional. I'm going to say partially disagree. But if there isn't a why, then you're a piece of meat flying around on a rock through space, and that's pretty demoralizing. Why does it matter if you go and shoot your next door neighbor? You're all going to die in 3 billion years when the sun eats the earth anyway. Why does it matter if you jump off a bridge? Your life doesn't matter anyway. You're just blobs on a giant rock. So, if none of it matters, then nothing matters. There's no morality. There's no sense of happiness. There's no sense of purpose. There's nothing. So in order for me to continue living a purposeful life, there has to be a God. That's my answer. Violent action should be made to countries that violate basic human rights. Yes. Life doesn't matter. It's about having fun. Actually, Judaism would agree with you, Isaac. There's a concept that there's 4 possibilities of why God created the earth. Either for God to suffer, which doesn't make any sense. God created for humans to suffer, which doesn't make sense either because we believe it's a merciful and loving God. For God to be happy, why does God need to create a world and humans and whatever, if he's all powerful, why does he need that to be happy? But the fourth reason is that God created it for human happiness. So that's the only one of those four options that makes sense. That's what Judaism believes, at least. I've met someone who's, I think, Baptist Christian, who said that Baptists would agree more with that it's for God's pleasure and we need to like serve God and make God happy and whatever, all that stuff. But in Judaism, you believe that God made the world for human pleasure. So that is a Jewish concept. Violent action should be made to countries that violate basic human rights. Yeah, we agree with that. Transhumanism is not required in any country within the next 50 years. I don't even know what that means. Transhumanism is not required in any country within the next... I don't know what that is even asking. I support the Black Lives Matter organization. Nope. Transhumanism will be inevitable in the near future in most nations. I don't know what transhumanism is. So, neutral. Monoculturalism is disastrous for society. No, I actually think it's very good for society, monoculturalism. In the sense that, like, people can still have, like if you come from Latin America, you can still have Latin culture, but, like, the idea of the U.S. being a melting pot is that you have to assimilate at least somewhat. You have to have a common moral code. You have to have a common language. You have to have a common whatever in order to function with people and to have a stable country. You'd actually could put a lot of the blame of the division we have right now to people not wanting to assimilate. So, monoculturalism is disaster for society. I'm going to disagree on that. Or maybe partially disagree. Monoculturalism is disaster for society. Partially. We can partially disagree. Thinking in the long term is more important than thinking in the short term. Yeah, generally agree with that. I support the LGBT community. Okay. I support the LGBT community. LGBT. So I support whatever somebody wants to do. I'm logging off. Alright, bye Isaac. So I support whatever someone wants to do in their own life, in their own whatever. Just don't force that on me. I don't want, like, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but I just don't want things to be forced upon me if I don't want them or believe in them. So, I support the LGBT community. 97, be patient. Yeah, really, Isaac. You're very annoying. I mean, like, support... Again, this is so subjective of a question. What does support mean? Does it mean I agree with it? Does it mean who forces stuff on you? No, I mean, like, I don't want my kid to be seeing, like, gay kissing scenes in children's movies when they're young. I don't want them being taught about trans shit that, like, you can become the other sex, and, like, I just don't believe in that. But, like, if you as an adult want to do that, I don't have a problem with it. Just don't shove it in my face. I don't know, like, we don't have to parade around with rainbows and stuff. Like, the whole point of the movement 20 years ago was that we're going to do what we want to do and leave us alone. Not, we're going to do what we're going to do and we're going to shove it in your face and make a whole month about it and put it on the football fields and put it on baseball fields and put it everywhere. Like, it's crazy. So, and like, if you don't say the right pronouns, then you're a bigot and you lose your job and whatever else. Like, no. That's forcing it on you. What's the difference is that people can do what they want, and it doesn't necessarily have to be celebrated and shoved in your face, but people can do what they want, especially if they're adults. One whole month. You're such a troll, Isaac. That's not the point, and you know it. All right. I support the LGBT community. I'm gonna I'm either partially agree or neutral. I'll say neutral. Because I just don't. Yeah, I don't know. Jury nullification should be legal. What is jury nullification? Yeah, they are actually, Isaac. That actually is a coordinated effort from a lot of LGBTQ pro organizations. It's actually a very coordinated effort, well documented as well. I mean, they even say it like on camera. So like they're literally like, we want to make all the kids gay, but whatever. Go watch. Bill Maher has a great new rule segment on his show about that actually, where he says like every generation the LGBTQ community has doubled in size, and then this trans community stuff like has gone from like minuscule to like 1 in 10 children or something crazy like that. I don't know if it's that high, but you know what I'm saying. Like, and now 1 in 4 of adolescents are LGBTQ plus, whatever the acronym is. So, is that really not social contagion, or yeah, it's okay to outline the options and say it's okay if you're different. This is normal. I agree. Yes, at a certain age, but I just don't want it to be encouraged like it is. It's encouraged right now, and you're like, you gain seniority on the victimhood hierarchy if you're something in there, and a lot of kids just don't understand. A lot of kids just are too immature to really know what's going on and to know what's going on in their own heads and their own body, and it can really be detrimental if you have a lot of. Because like transgender is also very highly linked to depression and anxiety. So maybe you're just a depressed, anxious kid, and maybe you shouldn't be cutting off your dick. So, anyway, moving on. I'm not here to debate you, Isaac. Here to take a quiz. Hello. Hello, fuzzy friend. Hello. You. I know. Okay. Okay. Alright. Jury nullification should be legal. Jury nullification? Not sure what that means. So I'll say neutral. I'm not really sure. It's sometimes moral to crush a revolution or protest by force. Yeah. She's a girl, actually. Liberal democracy is the least worst system for leadership. Liberal democracy is the least worst system for, it's all good, for leadership. I'll say partially agree. I'm not really sure. Isaac's been draining my head with debating me. I'm only a third of the way through this thing and I already have a headache. Mark, you still here? All right. Strength and substantial authority is required for a successful and efficient government. Strength and substantial. God, my head is like throbbing now. Because I have to. I'm not only taking a quiz, I'm debating Isaac at the same time.
Funny.
Isaac, just shut up. We can hear the toilet BTW. I'm not the one on the toilet. Huh?
Huh?
Can I have water, babe?
Yeah.
Thank you. Alright. Strength and substantial authority is required for a successful and efficient government. Strength and substantial authority. Could you... Okay. See ya, Isaac. Thanks, babe.
Yep.
look, we're at 12:11, so something's working.
Yeah. Luna.
All right.
No, she's gonna knock the phone over.
Just leave her be then. Don't get her worked up.
Don't get her worked up. That's impossible.
Strength and substantial authority is required for a successful and efficient government. Sorry. Okay, Stevens, good night. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just getting distracted. Strength and substantial authority is required for a successful and efficient government. Babe.
What? What?
Nothing.
Sorry.
You're fine.
I'll stop. I just know not to.
Strength. Okay, babe. Just stop, please.
I'm not even being that loud.
I know. I can't handle that.
Sorry.
It take long doing this.
I'm sorry.
If I wasn't trying to think, I wouldn't care.
Okay. Sorry.
You're fine. Strength and substantial authority is required for a successful and efficient government. Depends on what you consider strong and successful, because partially agree, I guess. Race and ethnicity should be unimportant for everyone. Agree. Compromising can avoid unnecessary conflict. Agree. I mean, yeah, even if that compromise is not good, but sure. The justice system should be partially privatized or even fully privatized. No. That's one thing I don't think. Your freedoms should be in the hands of someone privatized. So, no, I don't agree with that. The existence of the state is a violation of our liberty and rights. Partially agree with that. It's important that we maintain our culture and tradition. Agree. The market regulates itself. Unjust monopolies will not survive in a free market. Unjust monopolies? Mark, are you even still here? This was your idea. Haven't seen Mark say anything in a while. Alright. Unjust monopolies will not survive in a free market. No, I think if someone has enough power, yeah, no. A traditional state should be made. A transitional state should be made. I don't know what that means. Conflict should be avoided as much as possible. No. I think it's very healthy for conflict to happen. Conflict, not violent conflict, obviously, but just conflict. Taxation for the rich should be lowered or even abolished. No, I don't think that. No. They should be taxed just the same as everyone else. If a law system exists, lawmakers and legal experts should hold more influence than judges. I don't know. disagree, I guess. Because they're different branches. Countries with authoritarian governments should be denounced. Yeah. Technology that improves mental and physical capabilities shouldn't be used in any political system. Mental and physical capabilities shouldn't be used. No, how would that make any sense? A global nation where all countries are united will be beneficial to humanity. I think in an ideal world, sure. Evolution is a fact, yes. Multiculturalism is unrealistic. Indifferent about that. So, like I said, melting pot versus multiculturalism. Punishment should be valued more than that of rehabilitation. Partially agree. Can you text in the group chat? See if Mark is still there? Okay. Government should stay out of people's daily lives. Agree. Strongly agree, actually. Idealists are mostly unrealistic. Yeah, agree. Traditions are of no value on their own. No, disagree. Unusual cases cannot be decided with written law. No. We should avoid delaying political reform and change. Agree for the most part, I guess. Freedom of business is the best practical way a society can prosper. Freedom of business is the best practical way. Freedom of business is the best practical way a society can prosper. Strongly agree. Nah, going to bed. This was Mark's idea. Text him. This was LOL. This was your idea. My God, I'm not even halfway done. Freedom of business is the best practical way of a society can prosper. Agree. In the current system.
You said LOL. I'll see the results in the morning. It's been good.
Alright. Fair enough. We got 7 people in here. Make sure you subscribe and like and tell your friends, because if we hit 13 subscribers on this stream, I'm going to eat a piece of dog food, a dog treat. Right now I'm doing a political test. In the current system, it is necessary for the government to intervene in the economy to protect consumers. Partially agree. Martial law is appropriate if a nation is undergoing a crisis. Partially agree. Society was better years ago than it is today. Hell no. I'm going to say disagree, not strongly disagree, because I think religion was good back then. Oppression by corporations is a huge concern. Oppression by corporations? No. Corporations make profits and services for us. Hierarchies will inevitably be formed in every society at any time. Yeah, that's probably true. Law principles should be codified into a referable system. Agreed. Usage of genetic modifications for animals and plants should be minimized. No, disagree, I guess. Partially. We should judge an action based on its. We should judge an action based on its consequences. Not necessarily. No. Neutral, I guess. Globalization is inevitable. I do think that's probably true. Means of production should belong to the workers. No. If the current career system is being used, a person's personal and work life should stay separate. I mean, kind of. It's a waste of time to trying to rehabilitate some criminals. Yeah, strongly agree. Orders around the world should be less strict. Nope. The market should be able to provide a majority of healthcare services. Healthcare is a tricky one. The market should be able to provide a majority of. It says we have 5 people in here, and we haven't really gone under 4. So, who else is here? Are you just listening, or join the chat?
Is Isaac still on there?
No, Isaac left because I was like, stop being annoying. Because he was like debating me on every question. I'm like, I'm trying to answer questions here, and I'm like debating. Like, that's not what this is. The market should be able to provide a majority of healthcare services. I think that's an agree. Violence and revolutions are required in order to establish my ideology. No. Politics is boring to me. Strongly disagree. If a certain group has a very strong group identity, an independent referendum should be held. If a certain group has a very strong group identity, an independence referendum should be held. Probably, yeah. Sure. The rehabilitative system is unjust. I partially agree with that. A free economy is the best tool for establishing wages and the price of labor. Strongly agree with that. People should be treated equally regardless of their groups and characteristics. Strongly agree with that. Politics is very important for society and shouldn't be ignored. Strongly agree with that. I consider abortion as a form of murder. I partially agree. From each according to his ability, to each according to his needs. Pretty sure that's a Marxist quote, so I'm going to say disagree. If wages exist at all, the minimum wage should be lowered or stagnated or even abolished. Yeah, I agree for the most part with that. A person cannot be moral without religion or belief. I think they can, but I think it's based on religion. Okay.
Can I bring her with me?
Luna? Yeah.
Will you take her out later?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good night.
Good night. Genetic modification of humans is beneficial, probably.
Luna.
Partially agree with that, I guess. Are you mad at me that I'm doing this?
No.
You promise?
I'm fine.
Alright. Technology is negatively affecting modern society. Partially agree, I guess. If the cause is justified in my political ideology and peaceful reform does not work, revolution and aggression measures should be considered. If the cause is justified in my political ideology, I'm back. My phone died. Welcome back. Okay. If the cause is justified in my political ideology and peaceful reform does not work, revolution and aggression measures should be considered. I partially agree with that. Maybe not your ideology, but I don't know. Any drug should be legal as long as other people don't have to take the consequences. Huh? What, babe?
Nothing. I was talking to Luna.
Yeah. Any drug should be legal as long as other people don't have to take the consequences. Agree. Being self-sufficient as a person is a positive trait. Strongly agree with that. Private organizations not to interrupt back, what are we reading? I'm doing a political quiz. Like you answer questions about your political leanings, and it gives you results of like what you are, whatever. Private organizations and corporations cannot be trusted and thus need regulating by the government. Private organizations and corporations cannot be trusted and thus need to be regulated by the government. Partially disagree with that because sometimes the current mainstream societal attitudes are problematic. Agree. Without state intervention, monopolies would violate human rights. I'm not sure about that. I don't know about violate human rights. Environmental activism and social pressure are a more effective way of saving the environment when compared to government action. No, I disagree. I think environmental activism is completely counterproductive because they just piss everyone off. The police was not made to protect the people, but to uphold the status quo by force. Disagree. We should embrace modern technology rather than avoiding it. Yeah. An action should be seen as right or wrong through a set of rules and principles. Agree. Some cultures are inherently superior to other cultures. Agree. Societal progress is heading in the right direction. Partially agree, I guess. If a decision cannot, you know what, I'm going to do unsure about that. If a decision cannot be made in courts, relevant cases in the past should be referenced. Yeah, why not? The current political system in my nation is flawed. Robbie boy, you doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you? I'm doing a political quiz. The current political system in my nation is flawed. No. If taxation exists, churches should be taxed the same way other institutions are taxed. But it's a charity. So, no. My nation should be more diverse. I don't really care. If I were to support international organizations at all, I will only support international organizations that align with my political beliefs. 3:30 in the morning, go to sleep. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but why are you here? Go to sleep. It's Sunday. Or it's Monday for you. If I were to support international organizations at all, I will only support international organizations that align with my political beliefs, of course. Or, yeah, of course. All reforms should happen without violence. I mean, yeah, they should. Courts should reference to other judicial decisions. Yeah. Inheritance is a legitimate form of wealth. Why not? I don't know what transhumanism is. He keeps asking about transhumanism. My nation's interests should be considered more important than that of other nations, of course. I support regional unions like the European Union. I mean, I guess. I don't care. Neutral. Traditional medicines are often more effective than modern medicines. No, you're wanted, Robbie. You're wanted. Don't go if you don't want to go. But I'm just saying, you should go to sleep, dude. That's all I'm saying. Traditional medicines are more effective than modern medicines. I'm going to partially disagree with that. Actually, I'm just going to outright disagree with that. My political ideals can be achieved within 10 years. I just got a text, sorry. My political ideals can be achieved within 10 years. I mean, yeah, I guess. It's a good thing that nationalism is on the rise. I partially agree with that. Governmental social programs should be replaced with private charities and organizations. I mostly agree with that. Most things can be accomplished through a group. Partially agree. Only allowing scientific experts to run for an election is preferable than that of a regular democracy. No. If a person has nothing to hide, that person has nothing to fear. No, I disagree with that. Pacifism is generally unrealistic when protesting a government. Pacifism is generally unrealistic when protesting a government. No, we can protest peacefully. If we accept migrants into our borders, the migrants should be expected to assimilate into our culture. Yes. Military spending is a waste of money. No. Each nation should govern itself with minimal or no foreign intervention. Pretty much. Politics should be avoided in daily life. I'm gonna partially disagree with that because I think it's important to stay involved. Everybody deserves a second chance. Partially agree. A beneficial democracy requires high levels of education. Hell yes. Most corporations should be state-owned. Hell no. Intention is more important than consequence when judging an action. Partially agree with that. When a threat arrives, some liberties should be sacrificed in order to maintain stability and prosperity. I generally disagree with that. Automation is very beneficial for society. Not really sure. Nearly all politicians are evil and problematic, no matter what their political ideals are. Partly disagree with that. Actually, I'm going to go back just so I read that right. Alright. The Industrial Revolution and its consequences have been a disaster for the human race. Strongly disagree. You crazy? A regulated economy is more unfair for the people when compared to laissez-faire economy. Agree. My ideology should be established as quick as possible. Yeah. My nation is great. Strongly agree with that one. An eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. Partially agree with that. If an electoral college exists at all, electoral votes need to be adjusted. Okay, I'm getting more text here. Electoral votes need to be adjusted so that different states and regions get representation. Yeah. If judges and legislatures exist, judges should hold more power than legislatures. No. They should hold the same power. Rapid change often leads to the worsening of people's lives. Agree. National sovereignty is very important. Yes. We should not ignore ideologies that seem radical but has a chance of success. We should not ignore ideologies that seem radical but has a chance of agree. Okay. Centrism. Interesting. That was interesting. Quiz. All right. With that, I think I'm going to. How many likes did this stream get? Actually, 21 likes. Okay, that's not bad. And we gained what? 12, 13 subscribers. I'm happy with that. That's a good night. All right. Thank you everyone for watching. And yeah, hope you like this stream. Maybe next time I'll hit 1300 and I'll try a dog treat. But until then, I will see you later. Thanks, guys.